Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Richland Center. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as we are set to bring you the 61st annual Richland Center Wrestling Tournament. We're in the championship round. Joining me once again, Chuck Rasmussen from Lancaster and Kirk Lair from Richland Center. And Chuck, I tell you what, we have seen a pretty good tournament here today. A lot of great action, and this championship round is going to be huge.
Yeah, I think it will be a lot of really, really good matches. We've seen a lot of really, really good wrestling. You know, we talked earlier in the broadcast too about, you know, if you can get into the top five here, your chances of getting to the, well, it's now, it used to be sectionals.
Yeah.
If you can get into the finals, your chances of getting to state are very good.
I agree. It's something else, the intensity with the number of wrestlers that are here, the schools, 17 schools. Yeah, there's some great things going on. And speaking of great things, we got a great race going on here team-wise, Kirk. Only 3 points separating the top two teams.
Yeah, we got to get into that right away. We got GET Melmin leading here with 274.5, followed closely by Iowa Grant at 271.5. And then Belmont, you can't really say they're not in the running yet. They got 231.5. But we started championship action, and we're going to flip it over to Chuck Rasmussen. He's going to cover that final.
All right, at 106 pounds, it's James Schramm from Riverdale. Schramm, a freshman with a record of 12-0. And his opponent is going to be Blake Champlin from Toma. He's also a freshman with a record of 13-1. Do apologize earlier. We didn't know Schramm or Schwum, but as Ken and I got talked with, whatever, it's Schramm. We had his dad actually in class a number of years ago now.
Bill, right?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And the Schramm that is going to be wrestling for fifth place is his twin brother. So pretty cool deal there as far as with the Schramm family.
Catching up on our other bouts, on mat number 1, we have our fifth place match, and that's the other Schramm, as you just mentioned. He's out leading 9-2 in his match over James Kastner from Belmont Platteville. And then on the other end, on our mat number 3, we have our Jackson Shield from River Valley. He's taking on Griffin Wineski from Iowa Highland. So those are your matches. Back to our championship.
All right, we're at 3-0 right now. It's Champlin from Toma with the lead. Early takedown, 40 seconds remaining in the first place match. You know, and as talking with Bill there, you know, names are pronounced differently, even with the same spellings. We look back a number of years ago, we had a wrestler from River Valley and a wrestler from Riverdale, and the last name was K-O-C-H.
Yep.
All right, Cook or Cole.
Right.
You know, and here they are 20 miles apart. So, whatever, too, so.
And the same at Ithaca, too. There was Cole over
that's
there.
right.
Yep.
That's
yep.
right, too.
Yep.
You're correct. Yep.
And then you go up to, I don't want to say, it's not Stratford, Edgar, and it's Cook. So you just never know.
All right, the end of the first period is 3-1 in favor of Champlin from Toma. Schramm, the top seed here at 106. Champlin, the number 2 seed. Oh, here's a question. Quiz you then. How many of the top seeds are in the championship match?
Oh, I didn't count them up.
I was busy during rounds.
I'll stick my neck out. Out of 14, I'm gonna say 9. 12. Really? 12 out of the 4? That's pretty good.
And if I did quick math, and again, I went to River Valley, whatever, too. How many of the number 2 seeds?
Oh, boy.
We have a final down
10.
there on mat number 1, though.
12.
We got to get that in there. Wyatt Schramm, he wins his match 20-5, and he will be your fifth place winner here at the tournament today. So one brother wins, and the other one needs to do some work yet.
He didn't waste any time, did he?
4-1 is the championship match, and it's now going to be 7-1 as Champlin spans that lead. But that means that the people in the seating room, in my opinion, did a very good job.
Yep.
Either that or they got lucky by the records.
Yeah.
Either way, it's kind of neat, though, when it falls that way, though. Right?
The one thing, like he said, and there's a pin there in our third place match. Fine freshman here, as we talked about him earlier today, this Griffin Wineski. He's doing a heck of a job for the Iowa Grant Highland team, and as we talked about earlier too, bonus points are also key when here. You get a few different points from third to fourth, but those 2 extra bonus points mean big time too.
What do you mean by bonus points, Kurt?
Bonus points means they reward you for that fall, and they give you 2 extra team points in that match.
And a tech fall is a 1.5 yet?
Yep.
And a major decision, an extra point?
It's either extra point or half a point, one or the other. That I'd have to look at my rule book again.
I think it's a point.
All right, then we'll go with that. 2 against 1.
All right, 7-2. Match score, 30 seconds remaining in the second period in the championship match at 106 pounds. Blake Champlin from Toma with the lead.
2 freshmen going at each other here.
So with a record of 25-1 between them. Not bad for freshmen.
Yes.
Not bad for any class.
Yeah.
Our championship matches will always be in the upper right corner of your screen. We're going to keep with our quad picture here. So upper right will be the championship match. Upper left is going to be our 5th place match. And then where you see the the 2 mats in the lower left, that will be the orange mat is our 3rd place match. And if they have a 7th place match, that'll be on the black mat, of course, a little further away. We do want to say thanks here, now that we're at the break here of the second period, our sponsors for the 106-pound weight class. It goes out to shout out to Ash Creek Plumbing, Heating, and Electric. Thanks to Dale Wallace for his terrific help. Home, business, or farm plumbing and electrical needs, be sure to call Dale at 608-647-5530. And serving the Richland Center and surrounding area, Advanced Pump and Well Solutions. Give Larry and Shelley Ferguson a call at 608-647-2345. Those are our 2 sponsors for the 106-pound weight class.
Champlin with another takedown. It's now 10-2, nearing the minute-and-a-half mark of the 3rd period. No 7th place matches in this 106-pound weight class, just 7 participants today.
Now the other part you're talking to, Chuck, in regards to bonus points, you get 2 points advancing on in the championship side, and you get 1 point if you advance on the consolation side. So those are your ways that you can accumulate points besides your placement points, which I don't even remember anymore if it's 30 points in a 16-team tournament or what it is for first now. But they do add. I do know this, unless they really changed it, you could always count on the championship match. If you pick up a win, you're going to get 4 more points. Your 2nd place points have already been added into your tournament scoring. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, 54 seconds remaining in the 3rd period. 10-2, Champlin from Toma with the lead over Schramm from Riverdale. Schramm with just 7 in this weight class, got a bye, and then a Peck fall 18-0 in the semifinals over Shield from River Valley. Champlin with a bye, a pin in a minute 15, and then in the semifinals, a pin in 4:44 over Griffin Wineski from Iowa Grand Highland. 11-2. Impressed with the Riverdale wrestling here too. Just always keeping aggressive and have a good future ahead of them too. But our champion at 106 pounds will be Blake Champlin from Toma. A score 11-2.
Yeah, great job right there by the Toma wrestler. And again, as you mentioned, Chuck, both of them freshmen, so they're going to have outstanding careers looking ahead.
I agree.
Let's take a look as we're going to move into the 113-pound weight class. At 113 pounds, our sponsors will be Capital Wealth Advisory and Ameriprise Financial Services right here in the Richland Center. Stop in, see Mick Cosgrove or any of his associates. When it comes to your financial future, we care about what's important to you. And our thanks also going out to the Cashton Wrestling Club. Wishing all the best to head coach Derek Moshik and his young Eagles squad, looking to attend the Cashton Youth Wrestling Tournament that's always held in early March at the Elementary Field House. And don't forget the Cashton Wrestling Invitational, February 1st. We'll have that on the Cashton Twitch channel coming up the 1st of February, as mentioned. Let's turn the mic over to Kirk Layer with the championship at 113 pounds.
Boy, this is here. Can we jump into another fight? It just looks like Reedsburg and a couple of these other teams are really loaded up with freshmen in these first couple of weight classes. But you got Braden Hale Tomey, a freshman, 16-0. He's going to take on, not kind of a little bit of a surprise, but Declan Lambert. He upset Hunker Wilkinson in the semis, and he comes into the finals with a 8-3 record as they go at each other here in the championship. In our fifth place match, we have Cyprian Klein from Caston taking on Caden Stibbe. Keep an eye on that one because we have Richland Center action down there. And then our third place match, Cale Pollock from Toma, a junior, takes on Hunter Wilkinson, the freshman, 9-2 from Riverdale. Early takedown by Braden Hale Tomei is he's leading now 3-1. Oh, how did he get the one if whatever. Must have been a penalty point then.
Yeah, must have been.
Yep.
In the 7th place match, Vaca from Iowa Grand Highland and Thompson from Western Ithaca.
Thank you, Chuck. It's right there on the screen and I missed it. Thank you.
That's all right.
3-0 score as we move into period number 2 in the third place match. Yep. Again, that's the lower left corner of your screen. And that is a 3-0 lead here for Riverdale and Wilkinson.
This Braden Hale Tomey, he's been impressive all day. And like I said, you're going to see some really fine freshmen here in these first couple weight classes, all the way up even to like 144. Again, we're running into. It's hard to see these young men like this and say they're really wrestling like freshmen because they look like they've been here a while.
Well, you talk about with Tomey here, he's having to wrestle against Curtin.
Yep.
I'm sure in the practice room, and you know we've always talked about champions come in pairs. You've got to have somebody good to practice against to get better.
Even though Curtin's a senior, he's the Tomei here. Is that how you're going to pronounce this? Tomei? That sounds better than Tomey. I like Tomei.
Works.
Yeah, he's just, but like you say, battling every day. Curtin in the practice room has definitely brought him to maybe a newer level. Not much time left. That period ends, so we'll update the other ones. Go ahead.
Well, let's take a look here. It's 6-0 now on mat number 3 in the third place match with Wilkinson in the lead. Make it 10-0 now as they tack on a few more points. Chuck, what do you have?
Well, I really don't know, but except for the fact that Stibbe from Richland Center had his hand raised there.
Okay. Must have been a fall.
We don't have
yeah, but it says 30 seconds left in the period, too. And so I would imagine Stibbe must have pinned him.
And we did wind up with a win down here on mat number.
Oh yeah, that's a tech fall down there, 18-1.
Okay.
Yep.
Who was that?
Was that Vaca or?
That was Thompson. Eric Thompson from Ithaca Weston gets an 18-1 technical fall down there. As we're in the second period, our championship match. We were doing good about talking, and we didn't give you some ends there, but at least we saw 2 area Richland County wrestlers get 3rd and 7th, or 5th and 7th, excuse me. So congratulations to both them, especially my relation there, Caden Stibbe. He did a great job for a freshman, too. Trying to grow into that 13-pound weight class. He was trying to maybe maneuver himself so he could go down to 6 later, but those things didn't work out. And as a freshman, I don't think that's all bad either.
Yeah, that's true. 10-0 the score here in the third period. We start back up on our feet in that third place match.
Looking now again at our championship match. It's 8-2 now. It's Lambert coming around now, and he's trying to lock in a cradle, and he could get. He got the reversal. Just hasn't got him back in the position where he can score some near fall points. And now it's Tomei coming around, and he's going to come into a position. Oh, he did get 2 back out of that. So now it is 8-7. It's gotten kind of tight. See if he can come out the backside. He's trying to work out the backside. Now he's just going to spin around. He's going to try to get his points here before time runs out, but he's going to have to hustle now.
There's a fall in the third place match for Hunter Wilkinson from Riverdale.
Well, nice job by Declan Lambert there to hang on, and he tightened this up as we go into the third period, 8-7. But it will be Tomei's choice, and he's going to choose down and see if he can add to his lead. I guess then to be totally accurate, his last name would be Hale Tomei, so we'll say it like that. He said we're getting honoring all the family names anymore to where they're getting a little bit longer, but as long as they're influential and mean something to those families, they're really cool to see.
For sure.
Down to the one match here. It's cool that they try to keep them together here, so we'll go one weight class at a time. No real change in our team score as we talked about earlier yet. Oh, there's a nice move by Hale Tomei. We could get through this weight class. No, he's going to bridge his way out of that maybe. 2 reversal though. And I don't imagine how much he's going to give for a near fall yet, but pretty sure it might be close to 4.
GET, according to my quick counts earlier, has 6 in the championship bracket finals, and Iowa Grant has 5.
Yep. Tomei gets the 4 near fall, so he extends his lead out to 14-7. Less than a minute to go in the match here. I know they were in the Dells tournament. Oh, then they had, Reedsburg had their own dual meet tournament, so I suppose that's how you get 10 matches right there.
Yep.
But wow, 16, well, you got maybe 3 more today. A lot of and of course, like we just talked earlier today, you really don't wrestle dual meets anymore. You get together for maybe a try or a quad, and so you can pick up 3 more matches there.
Well, installing on the top man, kind of just riding pretty much parallel there.
Yeah, he was trying a lot for a cross-face Turk or something like that, but when you're riding his hips like that, that's kind of a tough move to get. Now Lambert does a quick job of getting out of there. And now it could be interesting if he could get a big move, but a nice fireman's carry takedown here. And he finishes it. You get the takedown and some more back points with a Turk there, cross-face Turk. He rolls out of that, but another 4 count there. Now all of a sudden he's ballooned it up to 21-8, and that's going to be the final score.
And head coach Rob Bouch is going to pick up the championship here at 113 pounds. As Kirk mentioned, with a big-time win here for the freshman and Braden Hale Tomei. We are going to move to the 120-pound weight class, and our 2 sponsors helping us out in this particular weight class. It is going to be Century 21, the wrestling family. It's the Brenninger family, Paul, Chris, and all the crew. Your Century 21 Complete Service Realty. Wishing all the best to the Hornets and area teams here competing in this year's tournament action, as well as Checkered Flag in Reedsburg. We appreciate Checkered Flag. That is Tim and Brenda McMillan. 26 plus years they've been supporting high school wrestling, and they continue on this year with our invitational broadcast. Let's take a look here at 120 pounds. Speaking of Reedsburg, I have that match in the championship match. Trainer Curtin coming in he came in at 16-0, picking up some more victories here along the way. He's a top seed, and he is taking on Coda Perney. That's a wrestling name from GET Melmin.
Yes, it is. And we've got to get that out here real quick. Curtin is going for that precedented 4th state title here at the Richland Center Invitational.
In the 7th place match, Steen from Toma, Vogel from Holman. 5th place match, Udeloven from Boscoville, McGuire from Riverdale. And the 3rd place match is going to be Aiden Weigel from Belmont Platteville, Desmond Severson from Barrowby.
Curtin will pick up the opening takedown and has that 3-0 lead here as he rides in with that, trying to get an arm bar dug out on that left side. He does have the arm going across the small of the back. Perney trying to turn and face him, but now potentially going to be caught here with that Oklahoma. Purney's not going to give that up very easily, though, and watch Curtin here as he trying to work his way across. He's got the leg laced up. Now he lets go of that. And they're going to keep an eye, Matt's going to keep an eye on that arm as Purney is able to get his arm back underneath. Back on the one-on-one ride, this time on the right side.
6-1 in favor of Severson in our third place match. 7-0 in favor of Steen from Toma in our seventh place match.
They try to do that little hip tilt. They load them up on the hips, and Chuck, we've seen that quite a bit here. More and more. It used to be, I remember when we taught it a little bit, but boy, it's very popular now.
Yeah, it's several moves. You know, it seems to go in cycles or something is to be the trend. Another one that I've seen just in the handful of matches I've seen so far is the low single seems to be coming back. So I can't tell you, Kirk, you have the score in the fifth place match again.
I'm sorry. I was wondering. I left that for you to update, and I didn't remind myself now that
tell
you
you
can't
when
update.
it gets to the end of who wins. But
6-0 in favor of Ashton Udelhoven from Boscobel over McGuire from Riverdale.
Both wrestlers starting on their feet in period number 2, and Curtin once again comes up with the takedown and now has a 6-0 lead here over Purney, Coda Purney, a junior from GET Melmin, and he comes in as the number 2 seed. Purney did 11-2. Meanwhile, Curtin, the senior, at 16-0. Quick timeout here. We'll take a second here as they run the clock for some blood time. Let's take a look at our other matches here, Kirk.
8-1 in our third place match. Severson still out in front. In our fifth place match, it's still Udelhoven out 6-0. They're close to the end of the second period there. Same in the seventh place match. Grayson Steen from Toma leading now 14-1 with, oh, wait a second. I'll update myself on that. It must have been Tech Fall, 17-1. So that match is over.
Okay.
Steen from Toma wins that one.
Now we're getting ourselves reset. Again, 6-0 the score with 1:20 to go here in period number 2. And a good start. Purney up on his feet. Curtin able to, little back trip, bringing him back to the mat here. And he goes right into that deep, tight waist. Now comes back up to the top here, trying to dig that arm out. Has that left arm once again across the small of the back. Watching the hip pressure that Curtin is able to use here. He is on his toes and really keeping that pressure on Purney as he wants his stomach on the mat. He wants that Oklahoma real bad. But again, Purney doing a nice job, now able to get back and kind of trying to sit back in, but watch out for that hip tilt. You can see Purney trying to load that up with the 2-on-1.
Severson now out in front, 15-2 in the third place match. Still 9-1 down there now in the fifth place match.
Oh, warning stalling here on Purney as Curtin comes up over the top with that arm bar, picking up back points. Purney able to belly back down, but 4 points are earned on the near fall, and it's a 10-0 lead here for trainer Curtin out of Reedsburg.
Real close to a fall down there on our fifth place match with Ashton Udelhoven coming close to that fall.
Curtin was in the down position. He's able to get up and out in a matter of 5 seconds. He did not waste time underneath there. And now back on their feet, looking for another takedown. A little sweep single. Curtin able to secure the takedown, and it's a 14-0 lead. He'll look to release, and now he's thinking a tech fall.
Tech fall just occurred down here in our third place match, 18-3 for Severson from Baraboo.
And there is your takedown, and the tech fall is in place here for trainer Curtin, and he has become one of the very few to win the Richland Center Invitational 4 years in a row. How about that? We will take a quick look here now as we're going to move into that 126-pound weight class. Coon Valley Telecommunications, one of our sponsors, helping us bring this championship round to you. Located in downtown Coon Valley on Central Avenue. Call Carol today at 608-452-3101. Bundle and save with internet, TV, and phone systems. Our thanks also to Dairyland Transportation.
May I have this one?
Experience with temperature-controlled cargo or dry goods. This area's most experienced over-the-road haulers right here in Richland Center. It's Dairyland Transportation. Thanks to Joe Hall and his great crew. We moved to 126 pounds, and Chuck, I believe, are you up?
I'm going to hand it off.
You're going to hand it off, all right.
Here because it's the Richland Center.
Oh, there we are.
There we go.
Excellent.
We got Ethan Haiti out there in our championship match, a senior 9-0, and he takes on Colton Koss, another junior with a fine 13-0 record for GET Melmin. So this could be a barn burner out here. Two undefeated wrestlers going at each other.
I'll keep an eye on the Mills and Parrish match, third place match. That should be a dandy one.
All right, the fifth place match, Altman from Iowa Grand Highland and Rennes from Riverdale, and then Castro from Belmont Platteville and Finch from Toma in the seventh place match.
Early takedown here for Koss as he draws first blood and leads 3-0 over Haiti. This is the case where, like we talked about earlier, the weather situations have kind of hampered Richland Center. This is only their second event of the year, where Koss has been busy quite a bit, especially over at that Dells tournament, where he was able to get 5 duels in that day. Minute 13 left here, 3-0 score. Nothing in the third place match. 3-1 down there with Rennish leading in the fifth place match, and 3-0 down there for Toma.
That's your seventh place match. Toma, that is going to be Finch taking on Kastner out of Belmont Platteville. And again, as Kirk mentioned, no score between Parker Milsna of Cashton and Cade Parrish out of Reedsburg in that third place match.
They start the second period there. 50 seconds left here in our championship bout. Haiti yet hasn't really got to a good position where he was close to score. He likes to sit out position, and from here, he usually goes to a stand-up or a quick switch. See what he does. Fighting through there. He's got a good head position. Now he's got to go, though. Got caught in the cradle, but he can go out of it if it comes hard. And he does. Comes around for the reversal. Nice job by him. Good sit-out position. Waited for Koss to commit, and then he used that commitment to come with a nice cradle and coming out the backside. 3-2 now, 15 seconds to go here in the period. Now it's Haiti coming across the top. He's looking for a cradle, switches back to a power half. Mainly here just trying to look for a good ride out, which he should be able to get. Oh, you got to get high here at the end. Oh, wow.
Finch out of Toma, leading 5-3 in that seventh place match. And the third place match, still no score here, and it's a dandy one defensively with Parrish and Milsna. And Chuck, what do we got going on in yours over there?
He's caught with the score 6-2.
I don't have a.
Oh, that's right. They didn't have that. That's right. I forgot. I'm sorry.
That, so I got to lean on you guys for that.
6-2 down there. Rennish out in front.
Yeah, they had some trouble with the scoring mechanisms to hook up with track wrestling, so they took down the pyramid or triangle scoreboard.
I tell you though, if you get down there and you get a chance to see that scoreboard, oh, nice job by Haiti here going to a Granby position. Can he pull him back and start scoring near fall? He's got the position, but no points awarded. So now I think he's just going to come around and get the reversal. Kind of surprised that he didn't have the reversal there before, but each referee calls it a little bit different. Now it's 4-4. Minute 15 to go. This is where Ethan has to be a little bit more careful this time. I mean, right at the end of the first period there, he got kind of high in this ride, and Koss pulled him over the top and right at the buzzer, and he's getting close to that again to getting either a reversal or an escape. Got to scramble here, got to scramble. Nice job with the crossface. Needs to just scramble out of it and maybe just end up with one. Oh, nice Connor. He could come around and stalemate's a good call there for him.
I think these two guys will probably see each other in the regional. Doesn't GT Melmin come down here for the regional?
I believe they do.
Yeah. And then you'll see them they'll bump heads at sectionals and hopefully at state again.
And then maybe quicker than that at the bi-state. You never know what happens up there.
Yep, absolutely. You're right.
But this will go a long ways to see who gets seated where.
We got a 4-0 score here now on this third place match with Parrish out in front.
See, Haiti gets in there with a nice leg ride, but then he tends to get a hair high, and Koss is doing a good job of pulling him over the top. Down the last 10 seconds again, but slightly out of position again. Needs to come back and get that locked in with the, now he reached, there you go, he does a nice job getting out of that period. 4-4 as we go into the third period in the championship bout.
I always thought Koss was kind of lanky, but he's also put together now. He's probably grown into his body.
That's one thing Ethan needs to do a little bit more of, but he's still, I'm impressed with some of his scramble ability.
Yeah, he's a good little technician.
Yep.
4-0 yet with a minute to go here in this third place match. A minute 4 as they go out of bounds. As Parker Milsna, who was in the state tournament last year for the Cashton Eagles, battling here with Cade Parrish out of Reedsburg.
Real aggressive power half there, but now he's getting back high again and he's trying to scramble to get somewhere, and he did, and he just cost him that reversal again. Now he's got to get going. He's got a minute 30 here, and now it's Koss going to be coming in with the leg ride and basically working the same sort of stuff that Ethan was working on Koss. Got a scramble here for a stalemate.
Let's see us for that fifth place match.
I'm going to get you there. I knew you were going to ask me. 9-2 now in favor of Renish down there in the fifth place match. A minute 24 to go in the third period.
Renish runs.
Oh, he did.
9-2, did you say?
Yeah. Okay, my computer hadn't caught. 11-5.
Okay.
It updated in the fifth place match. 6-4 here. 45 seconds to go. Ethan's got to get something moving here real quick.
Did Finch win that seventh place match? I looked away and they're done.
Now looking for that Granby again.
2 seconds
Peterson
remaining.
roll, whatever you want to call it. He's got to go with it. Got to go quick here too. 30 seconds to go. Koss is doing a nice job though, really sprawling in front. Almost forcing Ethan to give up on it and come out and just get the reversal.
Parrish picks up the win 4-2 in a great matchup there with Parker Milsna. Very tough weight class here at 126.
Nice scramble there, but Ethan just couldn't get out of that. And now he's only got 8 seconds. He's got to get a reversal here real fast. 6-4, 8 seconds to go. We'll stay right here and watch this.
That seventh place match, did you say then, was it Finch or was it Caston?
Finch won 10-7.
Okay.
That's what the computer says.
We'll
Not
go.
that I was doing a great job.
We'll go with that.
Well, that's what the computer says.
Better trust them, don't you? 9 seconds.
9. Oh, you got an extra second. That's what
Yeah.
the debate was about.
Makes a difference. Good.
Now he's got to go. Got to go.
Not done.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Will be.
Yeah. That was quite the move.
Well, and he never quit. He
Never
went
quit.
One way to the other.
Got it
and
right
got
at the
an
buzzer,
opening.
just like he gave up that point at the buzzer. Here he got the point at the buzzer back. Yeah, there you got to watch that. That shot off the whistle. Oh, there's a nice double leg shot coming with a lateral.
Two undefeated wrestlers.
Nice counter by Koss there. This is a leverage point, and now Ethan's going to drop back to that single. Oh, drop back too far. Hasn't given it up yet. He's going to have to scramble real hard here. He's got to pressure in. Balance right now favoring Koss. Ethan's got it now if he can scramble. There's going to be the 3.
Wow, what a match.
That was a great match. Scrambling all the way through. Good match by Ethan. 9-6 your final.
Well, you know,
Colton Koss comes up winner.
I would say that is a great match for both of them because you're going in 2 wrestlers undefeated, and congratulations, Koss, coming up. He picks up the championship as the number 2 seed over the number 1 in Ethan Haiti. But what a match there! That's a money's worth right there. Let's move to 132 pounds. We have 3 fine sponsors for this one. Open Season Hunting Outlet. Andy and Jody bringing the action to you. Located in downtown Richland Center. Stop in and see either of those 2 for your recreational shooting or chasing big game ammunition and everything in between. 182 North Main. Also Genuine Telcom. Thanking Genuine Telcom for the great help. Helping out here once again to get this 61st annual tournament up and running here. And Titan Wrestling Club. Communities of GET and Melrose Mindoro. School districts wishing all the best to this year's squad. They are continuing on with a great tradition here that those 2 teams, those communities, those 5 communities have put together.
I'll real quickly introduce the finalists here. 132 pounds. It's Dakota Brewer from Riverdale. He's wrestling against Briggs Weigel from Belmont Platteville. And Kirk, if you want to give the 3rd, 5th, and 7th place matchups.
You watch that championship one, and I'll bring him up to date. The 3rd place match, we got Brody Bancy from GET. He's up right now over Ethan Stoll from Ithaca Weston, 3-0. And we'll jump down to the 7th place match. That's Brock Barrett from Richland Center. He's taking on Caden Mickelson from Cashton. Mickelson right now is up 3-0. And then back to our mat number 1, our 5th place match. It's Lucas Christensen against Tyler Maxwell. No score in that match. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, Dakota Brewer from Riverdale, top seed, sophomore with a record of 12-0, wrestling against Briggs Weigel, a freshman from Belmont Platteville, with a record of 17-2. No score, 47 seconds left in this first period as they go out of bounds.
Sometimes it's more fun to watch the animation of the coaches. You know. Hat came flying off.
Yep. 3rd place match here with Bancy of GET, Melmin, and Stoll of Ithaca Weston. Bancy's going to pick up another takedown. He's leading 9-2 here in the 2nd period.
No takedown yet. Brewer from Riverdale, Weigel from Belmont Platteville. 8 seconds remaining first period. And there's time. No points scored. Referees will confer with each other.
Well, he had a nice, it was a legal grapevine of or figure 4 of the head, but it, I think it took a little toll out of him because he fought so hard there for Weigel.
All right, Brewer got here to the finals. He had a bye the first round against top seed. Hit a technical fall, 15-0 over Maxwell from River Valley. And then in the semifinals, a pin in 5:56 over Brody Bancy from GET. Briggs Weigel to the finals. He had a bye. He was the 2nd seed. He defeated Lucas Christensen from Iowa Grand Highland 12-3 in the quarters, and then defeated Ethan Stoll from Weston Ithaca by a pin in 350 in the semis.
Speaking of a pin, Chuck, we got a pin down on Mickelson for Cashin, picks up a pin over Barrett. of Richland Center for 7th place.
Why we got a break there. Lucas Christensen is in the second period, almost the end of that. He leads 3-1 down there in his 5th place with Tyler Maxwell from River Valley. And as you said before, Bancy here is leading now 12-3 as we wind down the second period. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, Weigel starts the second period in the down position. Will quickly come up and get the escape, making the score 1-0. Minute and 45, second period. I believe, did Weigel just get one for stalling?
Must have gave up a skate point, didn't he? Or I wasn't
He got
watching.
that, but I mean, did the official just give him?
I can't help you there. I was watching the action over here.
problem.
You see, Ken?
I was watching Stoll
no
to see
problem,
what was
no
going
problem.
on.
When you're in the neutral position, Kirk, you do not have to stop wrestling, right?
No.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say that's what just happened.
That Brewer is looking really aggressive on his feet. Got a horsing the young freshman around.
All right, we just touched the 1 minute mark now of the second period, 1-0. Brewer with the lead as we go back to the center of the
Look at that
That's a
record
match.
from Belmont Platteville. 19 matches in already. Wow.
That's pretty crazy when you think about it.
Yes, it is.
12-3 your score on that 3rd place match.
6-1 on your 5th place match in favor of Christensen. But he's got some more back points coming.
Both Weigel and Brewer like to work with the arms, trying to set a shot up.
That's like Russian arm tie to Russian arm tie. Well, there was a nice try for a fireman's carry or Kelly takedown. But now, like we saw in the last match, he got a little overextended. He might get in trouble here, no? Just stop fighting it off. Oh, nice drag by.
All right, Brewer and Weigel back to the center with 11 seconds on the clock in the second period. Neutral.
That 5th place match is now complete.
Yep. It should be 10-1 in favor of Lucas Christensen from Iowa Grant.
Okay.
To the third period, the championship match at 132-pound goes.
.40 seconds here in our 3rd place match. 12-3 yet in favor of Bancy, excuse me. Why the heck did I try to throw an R in there?
On a hand fighting, looking to set up that Russian tie again. Brewer.
We're kind of intermingled this year. We got Reedsburg fans by us, River Valley fans by us, and Riverdale fans.
I was looking at, speaking of Riverdale, I'm looking at that singlet, and I went, oh, they got a new singlet again. I don't remember this one from last year that he's wearing. It's got the name on the back.
That's kind of cool. Oh, he's got something tied up here, doesn't he,
Oh,
Chuck?
boy.
Yeah, that's Brewer looking with the 2 underhooks.
One thing we know, you get down to Riverdale and down in that part of the side of the river there, you get a lot of Greco-Roman action going on down there. Lucas Stell has his wrestling school down there, and now his brother Chad's got another school down there in Fenimore. He's got
Is
a
that
final, though, don't you?
I didn't know that. 12-2 is your final here as Bancy picks up the victory with a major decision.
Scramble between Brewer and Weigel.
And now it's Weigel almost in the position
Point.
advantage. Close to
1-1.
that box. Ooh, you don't want to sit anywhere.
Yeah, okay, well,
Out of bounds line was an aid there. Going to be a great finish here, Chuck. Wind her out.
Should be 1-1. 22 seconds to go. Neutral position. Number 1 and number 2 seeds here at 132. We're back in. 2 underhooks. Trying to jack him up, maybe go to a body lock. Last time he went up and went down to a double, but was out of bounds. 5 seconds.
Body lock or a good lateral he could do out of that too.
We're going to go into overtime. Explain the overtime situation, Kurt.
Well, we're right here in sudden death. I always call this. It's the
Sudden
first point.
victory.
Yep, sudden victory.
Yeah,
That's probably a better term.
Well, that's what the WIAA, a couple
Yes,
years ago
yes.
said.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
I remember
just-
when they changed that.
Yes, yeah. All right, we're.
Depends
okay,
on your
time-
perspective. There's a nice move there, but Dakota on a great counter by Weigel.
No, not yet. There will be.
Nice move there. Little scramble by out, but that freshman is still being impressive. Now 18-2.
Riggs Weigel wins in overtime, 4-1.
Our thanks going out as we move to 138 pounds. Let's take a look at those sponsors. I do want a quick shout out to my friend Monty Bankus, works at Vernon Communications. He's my go-to guy with some technology questions, and we were having a backup plan if we needed it. So thank you, Monty Bankus, for your help. Hartsey Lumber at 138 pounds, looking for top quality products. Look no further than Hartsey Lumber. Do-it-yourself projects around the house or farm. Contact them at 1-800-362-5898. And one of our top teams here in this tournament, Iowa Grant Highland Wrestling Club, as they continue to compete here in the 61st Annual Richland Center Tournament. They are the 2-time defending champs, looking to try and three-peat.
Did Stoll win or Bansley?
Bansley. You want to set this final up, Chuck, and then we'll let Ken call it?
Sure, I'll do that. At 138 pounds, it's going to be Peyton Oberg from Baraboo, senior with a record of 11-0, and his opponent is going to be from GET. This is Elaine Fry. Fry is a junior with a record of 12-1. The 7th place match, Wasinger from Richland Center, Smith from Toma. The 5th place match, Arneson from Cochran Fountain City, and Bedward from Iowa Grand Island. The 3rd place match is going to be Spenceley from Belmont Platteville, and Moe from Western Ithaca. Ken?
All right, thanks, Chuck. We have, as mentioned, Peyton Oberg, a senior out of Baraboo. He's coming in with the top seed at 11-0, facing Lane Fry of GT Mel Min, number 2 seed at 12-1. He's a junior. Fry got to the finals here with a pin in the first period. Oberg had a major decision of 10-2. And here they are battling. It's a 3-1 advantage. Oh boy, what a job right there. Trying to come up with the takedown and acrobatic out of Oberg. He literally did a headstand, guys.
He did. Nice, really nice snatch single earlier by Oberg. He seems right now to be a little bit more of the aggressor, but that was a great counter move there by Fry.
Nearing the out of bounds, they'll continue on. Their supporting point still in play here. And now they're out of bounds, says Mike Nicolati.
And they were flying in the air, they were.
Yeah. They lost contact, right?
Spenceley from Platteville up by a score of 8-0.
Yep.
Minute and a half into the remaining in the 2nd period over Moe from Western Ithaca.
Bedward winning 3-2 down there in our 5th place bout from Iowa Grant, and 8-3 Smith in our 7th place match over Wasinger from Richland Center.
So GT Mel Min in Fry says, I'll go down after I believe Oberg deferred. Trailing 3-1. Oberg with a quick stop of the first move by Fry. Got a hold of that ankle, and now they'll back to the more traditional down position. Fry up, and Oberg basically let him go, realizing that he had hand control. They'll go back on their feet here, 3-2 score.
Now Arneson made a comeback there. He's up 5-3 down there in our 5th place bout. 10-0 in our 3rd place bout with some more maybe near fall points coming for Spenceley.
That was a good little attack there by Fry as they went out of bounds on that far side.
Wasinger made a comeback down there, 11-7 now as they end the 2nd period. Going into the 3rd period with that score, trailing 11-7 to Smith.
Oberg in more of a square stance, drops down to a knee and comes back up. A lock up, forehead to forehead. Inside step here by Oberg, trying to come up with the takedown, and out of bounds they go. Both these wrestlers showing some excellent quickness.
14-0 in that 3rd place match after 2 periods. Spenceley out in front over Moe from Ithaca.
Fry in on a single leg, but Oberg kind of sitting out on that, was able to catch the leg and actually comes up with the takedown himself. And now leads 6-2.
This match is going to be over for 3rd place now. And that's how it ends, 16-0 in favor of Spenceley from Belmont Platteville. Cam Spenceley will be your 3rd place finisher.
6-3 your score now after an escape. And out of bounds. Good catch by the coaches.
7-3 down there in the 5th place match. Arneson out in front of from CFC.
On this one, both wrestlers are being warned here.
Oh, because both their shoestrings came untied or something.
Something happened there.
Ooh, nice shot, but nice counter.
Snap and spin, but
he didn't quite get control, but that was some quick action and a quick response by Fry. A lot of wrestlers would have got taken down there.
Yep. So Oberg's choice, he says down. Looks to do a quick sit out, but Fry with a nice job of catching that. Trying to right in on that tight waist, the right arm. Potentially looking for a crossface. Now he's got that wrist, that left wrist, trying to dig that out.
11-8, your final down there in 7th place. That would be Peyton Smith winning down there for Toma.
Oh, a little Granby roll here, but out of bounds.
Arneson in control, and he's going to win down there in your 5th place match. 15-3, I believe, is going to be the final from CFC. You got the whole floor again, Ken.
Oh boy.
What was the score down there in the 5th place match?
15-3.
And the winner was?
The Arneson from CFC. Yep.
High stepping out of the down position was Oberg, picking up the point, and as they went out of bounds, Fry on the attack. They'll come back to the center. Here's a little single leg dump, and Oberg is going to score another 3. Up by 7. The advantage, 10-3 your score. Nearing the out of bounds once again. Now they'll go out. 37 seconds remaining here. Peyton Oberg, the senior, out in front of the junior in Lane Fry. Oberg will slowly release Fry. Tell you what, Fry is not afraid to mix it up. He comes right after him, doesn't he, Chuck?
Yes, he does. Yeah, I see that.
Out of bounds again with 17 ticks left on the clock. Pete Peterson encouraging Fry to keep mixing it up, pick it up. got an underhook. Oberg dances out of that one, and he's going to get warned for stalling now with 8 seconds remaining. And it's a 1 point here going to Fry. And just like that, Oberg, look at that. He dives in with a double leg.
That's 3+, right?
Oh, man, I guess, yeah. That was a big-time move.
Wow.
And it's a 5-point maneuver. It's 17-5 is your final here. Oberg will pick up the championship. We're going to move to 145 pounds. See, I knew eventually I'd do that. 144 with that. And at 144 pounds, our sponsors, Jones Chevrolet, right here in Richland Center. Buick Cadillac. It's Richland County's oldest dealership, 100 years plus now for the Jones family, serving the area with quality vehicles and maintenance. Right outside east of Richland Center. Ithaca Weston Wrestling Club, again a reminder, Saturday, March 8th, a new venue, the Weston Middle School. It'll be the site of the youth folk style wrestling tournament. Free admission for spectators, $20 cost for wrestling, no weigh-ins, no admission either. Free admission for spectators, no weigh-ins. It's an honor system. Wrestling to begin at 9:30, and again, that's March 8th. Guys, back to you.
Go ahead, Chuck. Set it up.
In the championship match, it'll be Dylan Weigel. Weigel.
Weigel, I guess. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you pronounce it?
Well, Stan Weigel
What do you? I know.
Stan Weigel was from Platteville, and this young man's from Platteville. But if you're from Belmont, I think they pronounce it Weigel.
I think you're, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, Stan.
Right.
Yeah.
Stan always went by Weigel out of Platteville, but whatever. Go ahead.
All right. Dylan, I'm going to go Weigel. That's the way I went with for a long time, and if that's incorrect, somebody catch me before we get to the clash. But Dylan Weigel from Belmont Platteville is the top seed with a record of 14-2. He is a junior. Jay Stetzer is his opponent from GET. He's also a junior with a record of 12-1.
I'll help you out by the clash. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Did you do the other ones yet?
No.
Okay, with mat number 1, we have Max Kelly from Iowa Grant. He takes on Derek Franzen from Ithaca. Franzen right now out in front 3-0. In our third place bout on mat number 3, we have Hudson Jablonski from Reedsburg. He takes on Brody Meese. Meese right now out in front 3-0. In our 7th place match, we have Evan Johnson from Toma. He leads 3-0 over Colton Williams from Iowa Grant Highland.
Championship match has come to the conclusion of the first period, and it'll be Dylan Weigel, the top seed, with a 6-1 advantage. Weigel got here with a bye in the first round, again the top seed. A 20-5 technical fall over Colton Williams from Iowa Grand Highland in the quarterfinals, and then a 13-2 major decision over Hudson Jablonski from Reedsburg in the semis. His opponent, Jay Stetzer, number 2 seed, also received a bye the first round. A pin in 4-17 Stetzer recorded over Evan Johnson from Toma in the quarters. Nice scramble by both wrestlers here, and it's going to be Weigel coming out on top again. And then Stetzer with a 5-2 decision over Brody Meese in the semifinals. Takedown for Weigel, making the score 9-1 with 1:22 on the clock in the third period.
Take a look at this third place match. Jablonski out of Reedsburg and Meese of Riverdale. That's an 8-0 score. Meese with the lead.
6-5 down there. Williams with the lead now in the second period over Johnson from Toma. Williams from Iowa Grant. And still 3-0 with Franzen over Kelly.
Weigel competed at state last year. Do you remember what place he got?
I know I'm pretty sure he placed, but
I'm going to say
tell.
4th, but I'm not sure.
I think you're right in the neighborhood.
But he's a well put together 144 pounder too.
Almost positive their dad wrestled for Platteville. But I think they actually do live in the Belmont School District. Never would have thought that co-op would have went together, but it's starting to look fairly successful again.
Yeah, it's went well for both of them. 9-2 is the score. 15 seconds remaining in the third period. Weigel goes underneath again, comes back out to his feet.
144 is considered to be about the halfway point in this team race. It's kind of turned into a two-horse race. And it's GET who's out here right now having a 3-point lead over Iowa Grant Highland. So this is going to go right down to the wire, I think.
Well, you've got Iowa Grant Highland in the 7th place match. Williams is trailing 7-6. So if he can come behind, they could pick up an extra couple of points probably. He's wrestling Johnson of Toma.
There's some question here on the championship match. So they've had up the third period the whole time here now.
I don't think it's that far in the match, though.
Well, I thought it went really fast.
The computer says, although now the computer could be saying it should be over when we both know that's not right.
Well, now they've got on their second period on the.
It's interesting because the others are in the third period.
All right, well, I'll tell you what they got up on the board right now. They got 9-2 Weigel as they start the second period.
It's possible. They did have some blood time or whatever there in the first period, didn't they? I don't totally remember it.
I don't remember neither. Because 11-3 is the score now on the clock. Second period, 1:30.
Nice with the 8-0 lead. 30 seconds remaining in that third place match. And 7th place, it's 9-7, but now Iowa Grant picks up the takedown to tie it up with 18 seconds to go. And the timeout, actually, excuse me, it's 10. See, there again, it's the three-point takedown, not 2. So now Williams has a 1-point lead at 10-9.
Weigel with another takedown, making it 14-3 at the midpoint of the second period.
Still got some scoring issues. See, he gave him
2
some
near fall
there, too.
Yep. So now it's 12-9 down there. That's big for Iowa Grant with this team race.
Yep. 5-3, Franzen down there in his match. But that's got quite a bit left in it. Where you at now? I thought Weigel would make this easy for maybe Tech Fall, but it's still going on pretty good.
Yeah, and again, a half-minute second period, 14-4.
Brody Meese ends up with an 8-0 win there for third place. Win down there for Colton Williams as he ends up winning 12-10 in that match for Iowa Grant Highland. So as Ken said, those are big points for them as far as placement. Picked up a few points anyway. But now the match is, it is a Tech Ball though now. There was the one I told you was going to get you out of this mess.
Yep, 19-4.
Nice job by Dylan Weigel.
Still have a 5th place match going on before we can start. That's Kelly of Iowa Grant Highland and Franzen of Ithaca Weston.
That is still 5-3 down there. Franzen doing a nice job.
You know, you think about that. Williams of Iowa Grant Iowa Grant Highland picked up 7th. Now you got Kelly, who is probably the point getter. So, but
he just got pinned.
So it's actually gonna not.
That's
help.
Right. I bet you that won't help him any other than the young man placed, which is good. But if the Weston gets a 5th place finisher there with Derek Franzen doing a nice job today, with a fall on his 5th place man.